We're in the midst of this because since I did the water change yesterday, the water level went up, and as such, the amount of bubbles created by that tube went down. So before going to the store, I agitated the water for a little bit, and that, helping them stay from floating. I don't think they're in real danger of floating, but they are definitely stressed out. So felt bad about managing the stream while trying to get myself out the door to go get these supplies. So here we go. Now we got the supplies. Now I can install it. An air pump and an air stone. Nice long one. And I also bought some plants. I should rinse this first. Okay. Stress. TR calls me as soon as I'm driving home from the gym, telling me the fish look stressed and they're at the surface. I'll also test for ammonia levels and nitrate levels and nitrite levels. Dip it in the water. Oh man, that pump is loud. God damn it. This is why I don't like air pumps. Now, the loudest thing in here is the fucking air pump. I complain about it now, but I'll get over it. Alright. Now, let's get the plants in and reposition our kingdom. This problem will never happen again. I can trust that the fish definitely have all the oxygen they need. Alright, now, I don't even know where I want to put this thing. Oh. Maybe put it behind, feed it behind the pump here. Okay. I had a wonderful, brief conversation with one of the people at the fish store. I told her about reflective listening. Okay, does this airstone suck? Some airstones really suck. This one is just airing out of the end and not stoning. Come on, airstone. It's just spitting air out of the end. Try to push on the tube boiler. I guess that helped a little bit. Okay, I'll try turning the thing up. That did not help too much. There's definitely more air. Oh. Maybe the stone really just needs to settle in for a few minutes. And it will eventually... Oh, nice. Okay. Alright, now it's working. That's better. Okay. It works better at an angle. While the other fish are cautiously watching what's happening here, the Romans, guppies, are back to their usual antics of chasing themselves in the glass. They chase each other too, but mostly themselves. So I think they think there's 6 guppies of their kind. Alright, I don't know. And hopefully burying this thing in the gravel will help even out the bubble situation too. I really don't need to be as materialistically attached to the appearance of the bubbling, but I really am not a fan of bubblers, and I never have. And so... Oh, hey Cher. Hello Cher. Excuse me, Cher. You move for me? Thank you. In the gravel. Pushing the gravel to the side. Get the airstone as close to the bottom as I can. Oh, nice. The only reason I'm stressing right now is as I was talking with this person about empathy circles, they did a reflective listening back in a way that was really, really thoughtful and just spot on. But then I just kind of got a little awkward. Not like really awkward, but a little bit. I'm just kind of feeling a little, shit. Okay, well this gravel situation is breaking up the bubbles to be big bubbles, and they're like floppy. Which is like not that big of a deal. It doesn't look messy, it's not spraying. But it's like now there are no bubbles that are going to the end of this air stone. So WTF, air stone, come on. Jeez. I mean, it just doesn't work to have it basically going at a 30-degree angle off the ground in order for it to distribute the bubbles completely. That just doesn't work. I don't want that. I don't want to have to build a fucking hill of gravel in order to conceal it. That is stupid. Strong word. Maybe I really should just stick this inside a hydroponic bed and be done with it. And that's what I told myself at the store. If I really hate this thing, I can just put it in the plant bed, and that'll be that. And maybe that's exactly what I should do here. The oxygen will still make it in this tank. Fish will still get to be happy. And I will maintain my sanity, at least in this particular regard. Okay. I mean, maybe there's some secret about air stones that I don't know, and that I need to have air stone faith that this thing will, that the stone will mature and that bubbles will come out of it while it's perpendicular. Okay, well, I'm holding it perpendicular now, and it's already doing better than it was before. Oh, maybe I should believe. Maybe I should just believe, and that's my problem. I need to just believe. probably should have just gotten a little air stem. That was my downfall here. I was too greedy. I told myself that I'd prefer the big one, so but it's still just spitting out at the end where the tube goes in a lot. This is some serious silliness. Okay. I need to focus. What am I going to do here? I feel like, well, it seemed like a simple solution, just stick it into the plant box. I'm just not sure if that is necessarily best for the tank or the plants, and it also make no difference at all. Sitting here and letting the bubbles run over my fingers. I wonder if you can cut it or something. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna this out, put it in the plant box, and then we'll do that. This is not looking good. Okay. And now these bubbles are bubbling right up into the roots of one of the lettuce plants. But I don't know if it's going to like that. So they're going to be mad at me. So they're going to be like, this is bullshit. You ruined it. I don't know that. It is bubbling in the plant box now.
Well, looks like normal fish behavior has been restored. We are not gasping at the surface anymore. actually kind of excited to watch the video with Edwin. Oh man, now I'm sitting down. I just like. Need to sit up. I need to make a decision on this bubbler. So I don't think it's going to work to have this bubbler just bubbling into the roots of these plants. I just somehow doubt that the plants are going to like that. I had a little look up whether you could cut an air stone. The answer is air plants. Okay, so I can't cut an aquarium earthstone. parts that aren't bubbling with a needle to get air to come out. To release a week to have a full curtain. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so apparently, if I let it soak without bubbling, then it will settle in. Okay. Uh, uh. Let's try this again.
Chair is in the way. Sure. You should move. You should. Wow. Chair is touching my finger. Look at you.
the plants in. Put the plants in. Awkward, awkward, awkward. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. Okay. Trying to. This grassing is not super easy. It requires 2 hands. I don't even know how to get both my arms in there and be able to see what I'm doing at the same time. Ah. 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 I'm just like having this is unusual for me. It's kind of like get waves of stress, and I have to kind of sigh it out. Been here at the fish tank for an hour now. I've hoped that this would have gone a little bit easier. I'm trying to put this grass here. That's here. I think she might be home. Hey. Did you? I'm kind of struggling here.
Dog, you're really lagging. I've been at the front door for at least 45 seconds. Hey. You okay?
I'm kind of struggling here.
What's the situation?
I got the air bubbler in, but I'm having a problem with getting the plants in. I just felt kind of stressed and tired since I sat down and started doing this.
Yeah. Why don't you just let them float for a while?
Yeah, I can do that.
That's really loud.
I know. This is why I don't like bubbler's. And it's hilarious because the package. Quiet power.
Oh no. They found you.
Oh, they did. Do you think your parents outed me?
I don't know. It almost looks like it's gonna bubble over.
No, I know. Well, I got one of those long bubble rocks. It's 12 inches long. And,
Could we, like, turn it down?
yes. It's on maximum power right now.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot better.
That's minimum power. But that's not enough.
Huh?
That. Now it goes in waves. I tried putting the bubbler in the plant box.
In the plant box? Oh.
Yeah. It was louder.
Yeah.
And I also, like, I'm not sure if the plants would like being constantly below.
Yeah. Yeah, just take a break.
How'd it go?
Children were absolutely terrible, but
Why are you how are they terrible?
oh no, I mean some of them were really good. You know, but there were some that just like couldn't handle it. And Oh, they were just chatting and not paying attention and not doing their whole blah, blah, blah. And I texted Merle afterwards because she was on top of them. Like, she never once broke teacher mode. Like, she said hello and, like, you know, here's, you know, that kind of stuff. She was so focused the entire time.
Right.
And,
you see how you have to do it.
yeah, and I was just like, you were freaking amazing. Like, just like, they were super chatty today. And went to the store, tried calling you, and...
Oh, I didn't get a call.
What?
I didn't see it.
Got a bunch of yogurt.
Cool.
And granola. And Frank's.
Thank you.
Bananas. And we have those peppers. We got some turkey to make the peppers. But I basically didn't eat lunch. I just got some, you know, chicken at Safeway and just ate it. But that's all I've done. I have a headache. I should drink some water. So I'm not gonna push to go at 4:30. Drink a thing of water and see if I can do 5:30. I called. Finally got a hold of Christy, and she called the accountant, and basically the accountant like had never worked in a company where there were furloughs, so didn't know what she should do. So just like didn't ask and just paid everything out.
Yeah.
Even though like very clearly like, you know.
This is a furlough.
Yeah.
Well,
And
yeah. Like,
what
They
definitely
need-
the butter is like, because I told her like the email she sent was super aggressive, and that's why I was then freaking out. And she's like, yeah, she's like a pain in the ass. And then I told her like, you know, the HR guy Kevin hunted on giving me any information. I asked him, then do I still have health care 4 hours ago? And he's not in the office, but I've tried calling him. Also a pain in the ass. She's still trying to get a hold, like, she's been emailing, calling the Barstow people.
okay.
So she's working on me.
Okay. Come needs to be walked.
Huh?
Come needs to be walked.
I walked him earlier.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, and we got dumped on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Started
because you went walking us before I went CrossFit.
It was pouring and it was like cold wind.
Yeah.
It was actually really terrible. I got back and basically just like wanted to cry. We ran back. Oh, today's just fucking suck.
So yeah, I also did not eat properly. I didn't eat until 2 o'clock. So it was 5 hours
Yeah,
between breakfast and bed.
yeah.
It was way too long.
And you see how you feel terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I absolutely see, like, and I'm like, as I was like leaving the house, I'm like, fuck, I need to eat. And I don't have time to go to eat before going to CrossFit.
Yeah.
And I should have had an RX bar.
Did you get the territory meals?
No.
Yeah, and I think just like that hour then before I left, which is when I was planning on eating, I was just so stressed out about this and didn't feel hungry that I just didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think, Pippin?
This stupid fucking phone.
Is there any way to get like... Well, let's return it then.
It's
It's like, I just don't think there's going to be an air pump that's going to be like. All air pumps I've ever encountered, they all sound the fucking same. They sound just like that. I don't think there's something that's going to get better than that. It's a $15 air pump. I don't know. It was the biggest one.
Well, the issue, we ran into this issue because the water was too high. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, though it's possible that they could still, well, especially now that we've like added more plants, the bubblers for the plants too, because the fish need oxygen and the plants need carbon dioxide.
Yeah, and I did notice that
can't be too imbalanced.
there wasn't as much stuff coming down. It felt like, or it looked like there wasn't as much bubble action.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe the pump was like not on.
It's possible that the beads may need a repositioning. Yeah, the pump's on.
You sure?
Yeah. Oh well. Earlier this morning when I was freaking out, I took the tube of the pump out and I tried to like position it so that it would start splashing, to oxygenate the water. But it didn't work, so I put it back. No, it's working.
I mean, what if like, because like the ground is like vibrating.
Floor's vibrating?
Yes.
Jeez.
Like,
You can try like sticking in a pillow or something. We can bring it to bed with those.
oh my god. Like, is that less?
We can put it in the archway next to the lamp.
Dude, there's no water flowing through this.
What do you mean?
There's no water in this tube.
Yes, there is.
Are you sure? It
Yeah.
doesn't look like it.
It doesn't because it's full of water. Go ahead and pull out the tube and see for yourself.
It's all like grody too.
Yeah, I know. Because it gets a lot of light. So it'll probably slime out with algae inside.
I mean, that definitely feels better.
Is it still vibrating?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, the foam then takes most of the vibrations.
Oh, yeah, it does reduce the noise a bit.
I mean, do the fish like it? Like...
Oh, well, the noise they won't mind. I think they will like the boost and diffused oxygen.
Where's Cher? Have you seen her? Oh, I
She's
see her
on the
now.
poster.
Okay, I didn't see her throughout all of it. And when I was panicking. That just becomes like the refrain. Where's Cher? Do you think if we like made it like a viral?
She touched me earlier, actually, while I was putting the driftwood.
Do you think if we like made it like a viral thing of like where's Cher, that like Cher would come visit us?
I mean, like that I think counts on the factors of whether
Cher appreciates that she's in a
her old fans love us, and that she also appreciates transparentZak.
I feel like she would.
She would. Remember, this is for a while I was like getting my mind blown away by fucking drag queens, because I was like, oh my god, these people are like they're like the original transparent professionals, like they're not simply performers. They literally are like, let's completely render the ego bare and
and act out the fantasies of our minds and bodies.
Yeah, it's like Bianca Del Rio. You know, she's like, I got a Rolodex of hate. I'll give it to anyone. That's her line. But at the same time, I will do everything in my power to boost you up.
So yeah, no, I think drag queens could very well be into transparent living as a concept.
What about transparent dogs?
He's very dogged. Well, the dog doesn't have an ego, so I don't think he would particularly mind
You don't think he has an ego?
living transparently. He just lives in the now.
Yeah, I had so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun, even though
No, and it's like, you know, she had like a little point system.
yeah.
Each class.
Should give him tables
Each
points
tables,
or
yeah.
yeah.
Which I really enjoyed because it was like a little mini like house cup from from Harry Potter.
A house cup.
Do you remember that?
No. I never read Harry Potter as a kid. I watched like the first 2 movies or something like
What?
that. I told you this before. I never read Harry Potter as a kid.
Pippin.
I literally rejected it. Everybody was getting super crazed about it, and I was like, okay, I don't really feel like being super crazed with y'all.
Have you read Lord of the Rings?
No.
Have you watched Lord of the Rings?
Yes. But like, once or twice, depending on the part.
Pippin. How?
I know.
What?
I just like...
How are we a couple?
I hated fiction books
Like
as a child. I just wasn't interested in fiction because it wasn't reality. Like literally, that was my reasoning. Like as an
But like
elementary schooler.
Tolkien.
Like no,
Harry
I wasn't
Potter-
interested in metaphors about reality. I wanted to read nonfiction about like what's actually going on out there.
But it's like Tolkien brings in all these aspects from like his experiences in World War One, and oh my god, you know what this?
Again, not exactly reality, but like
Pippin?
you know, kind of like a storytelling about kind of sort of reality, but not really.
You know what this means now.
I'm not going to read it. We can watch the movies.
I know you're not going to read it, but what this means is that we need to have day 1,
Oh fuck.
where we watch all 3 extended versions.
No.
Day 2, we watch extras. This is like an 18-hour affair.
That's terrible. It would drive me to probably smoking again. Like I don't know if I can sit through 18 hours of movies. We can't even live stream it. It'd be copyright infringement. I can settle for watching one Lord of the Rings part every Sunday afternoon or evening.
So like over a month, we watch the whole thing.
Yep. Or we break it up by a couple of days and we can get it all done in a week.
We have to watch it all at once. Like movie 1. Watch it.
This right here is
Part
the
2.
surefire plan to ensure that your plan fails.
What if I include the extras of like some pizza rolls and wings?
I don't know if food will be enough to placate my problem with watching really glossy, overwhelming sound and video for 18 hours.
Babe, this is such a part.
That's the problem. It's so overwhelming that
But
like
here's the thing.
that
Here's the
it
thing.
just, like,
Here's my counter.
I just start tuning out.
Here's my counter. Is that
Or I can't even follow the plot anymore. I'm just like, oh, here's action. Oh, here's more action. Oh, here's action. That's the real issue. I want to be able to actually comprehend the story this time.
here's the thing.
Okay.
Lord of the Rings, books primarily. The movies are just kind of extra fluke, honestly. Books. have been such a
Sorry.
large
keep
part.
going.
No, I know. Has been such a large part in like me developing my worldview and how I react to problems, how I see, the world today, and what to do about it, and to keep that optimism that eventually there will be something good that happens. It might not be, the solution, but something good will happen, and you can appreciate that.
So let me try to reflect back what you're saying to me. So
If you give me bullshit, I'm gonna freaking
no, I'm gonna actually reflect what you're saying.
Okay.
You say that reading Lord of the Rings as a kid was really important in terms of learning your attitudes on problem solving and giving you a sense of hope toward it, and then looking in the world today. Your experiences with Lord of the Rings allows you to feel like a core hope and confidence that everything's going to work out.
Not so much that everything is going to work out, but that there are small moments that matter.
I'm hearing you say that, it's not about everything working out, but that there are small moments in every story that matter a lot, and you live in a lot of hope. And is hope necessarily the right word though? If it's about the small moments?
No, it's more like, and this has definitely evolved over the years, but at this point, it's more of like an acceptance of being. And I don't feel that because of all of these external factors, these industrial mechanisms that I can't impact, I don't feel overwhelmed by that. I don't feel consumed by that. I can take the moment of us sitting here as this is a positive, important moment, and I can get my joy from that.
Yeah.
And that can help counter all of these other terrible external things that the human psyche just can't rationalize.
Yeah. And so I'm hearing you say that there's this present moment and where we are right now, and you feel like you can really be with that and value that and find joy with that.
Find peace with that.
Peace with that.
Yeah.
When while we're still continuously exposed to these external factors that you described as industrialized,
Right.
which is a very interesting word, right? And that their functions are very difficult to comprehend and rationalize, let alone address.
Right.
And
and the reason I use the word industrialized then is directly from Lord of the Rings, because like I was saying, like it was written, a lot of it was what am I trying to say? Was impacted from Tolkien's experiences in World War I, which was, you have the advent of industrialized war.
Yeah.
And the experience of these massive machines, the tanks and everything that have never been seen before. And how does a human being on the battlefield deal with that? Like we can't even right now, unless you experience it, you can't understand it. And in the book, how he expresses that is basically the difference between, there's the hobbits and the elves and the men not so much, but definitely the hobbits and the elves that are yearning for this peaceful existence, immersed in nature, appreciating the world around you, and experiencing it, and putting that next to Sauron and Saruman, who start creating these behemoths, these towers, and this huge industrial war capacity where they're creating soldiers, the orcs, and you have this fire and this dirt and this industry right next to this idyllic, peaceful countryside existence.
Yeah.
And that existence ends up having to fight the industry, because the industry wants to take that over. It wants to bring it into the industry.
Right. And consume it.
Yeah. And it takes one person to say no. That starts the process. So if I say no, I'm not going to do that. No, I am going to report every Facebook ad that I see now. That's me, even though that's probably not going to stop Facebook from doing it. I've said no.
Yeah. And I mean, and you've said no by empowering me in my no, too, right? And I felt like I had a really positive meeting with Edwin today, and thank you for sharing that with me. I didn't really, even like as a political scientist, I just never really even connected those dots, with Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
But that was the core story, basically.
Yeah.
And maybe the missing piece of it really was like meditation and being present with the world, and
because without that, it does just become like,
good people versus evil people.
good versus bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's kind of how I've always seen it, basically.
yeah, and that's a component.
And I saw like greed and like those kinds of themes.
Yeah.
Like
But really, it's like, and like I said, like if you just are watching the films, like that's definitely all you're going to get from it.
Yeah.
And reading the words behind the film, behind those images, is really amazing. And one of the other books that he wrote that they haven't made a movie out of is The Silmarillion, which I'm sure you've heard of.
Okay.
Anyways, it speaks about basically like it's before Lord of the Rings and when the elves first come to Middle Earth, and it talks about all, not necessarily gods, but like how Sauron came to be, and it definitely is like intense fantasy, but going through all of these little smaller stories, it's not so much a big grand epic, but all these smaller stories that stick together about basically, once again this battle between experiencing the world as it is and changing it for your own benefit and greed, and not caring at all about anybody else, anything else. Before Sauron, there was this other guy, whatever, and he literally was trying to destroy the world. There's so much hate in him.
Sauron wanted to just industrialize and dominate the world instead.
Huh?
Sauron settled for dominating the world instead of destroying it.
But he did it in his first attempt was he was like a beautiful man, and he was
Sauron's first attempt.
Yeah, he was, an advisor to the king, and is trying to, take over the kingdom, of the elves by, grabbing it by I can't say the word, subterfuge.
Yeah.
So that was his first attempt.
Yeah.
And it almost worked.
Yeah.
And then he went underground and became more hateful.
They found out what he was doing.
But not before they destroyed themselves.
The elves.
This particular kingdom.
Okay.
I don't remember if they were elves or men.
Oh, okay.
They might have been men. Anyways. So yay! Lord of the Rings Marathon! Woo!
We can do it. You want to watch the first one tonight?
We good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. That works for me.
Yeah, we can set up the DVD player.
I told that woman at the fish store about reflective listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seemed really into it actually.
Cool.
Like, you know, as I was leaving, she reflected back like the last thing that I said to her.
That's
You
nice.
know.
Did she say anything about our fish? Like,
Yeah, she said that I told her about the cichlids, and I told her about them being at the surface, and she said, yeah, most likely it's oxygen. You watch their behavior after you put in the air rock. A couple hours after, she said you should test the water, you know, for like ammonia, and.
what about making Winston a territory?
Yeah, I talked to her about that, and she said, well, she asked, like, you know, did you put, like, more stuff, you know, in? I was like, yeah, we did. And, I mean, you see how thick these grasses are.
Yeah.
You know, she said, yeah, like, between, like, what you got, that should be enough to give really good cover, you know.
Did you tell her it was called the Kremlin?
I didn't tell her about the Kremlin. Well, you should take some pictures, so we should email the store. You know. That's exactly the kind of pet store where they should have like customer pictures on the wall or something like that, right? You know. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, no, it is frustrating to get these things rooted. I feel like I need both of my arms in the water, and it's like I'm okay with having both hands wet, but like I then don't feel like I can actually see what I'm doing when both my arms are in the water. Whereas when it's one arm, I can like actually watch. So I don't know. Maybe I just need to. You could just help me. Maybe just like pick spots, and then I'll just have both arms in, and I can feel the gravel and tuck it. You know. What do you want to do for dinner?
Let's do the peppers.
Bell peppers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we have quinoa already made, so we just need to mix it with some tomato paste, cook up the turkey.
Yeah. Okay.
It's easy.
Cool.
Does that sound good?
Yeah. I thought we made all the turkey. Did you buy more?
I got some.
Okay.
Because I remember the peppers that we ate. So.
Okay. How many peppers do we have?
I think we have 4.
4. Okay.
That's usually how many we eat.
That's just enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We need to batch cook. And now it's too late because I have to work tomorrow.
You can take a territory meal tomorrow.
Yeah. I can, and I'll take a shake too.
Well, that's what I can. That's what I can. I guess try to work on tomorrow. I got beans for chili.
Okay. Cool. Good. That's great.
Can cook up some chicken tomorrow too. this is where I really wish that, like, just have a chef just cook me everything. I mean, I like to cook, but, like, you should just do it. Somebody just make these decisions for me.
If we were only a little bit wealthier, we could just have territory, every day. It would cost $50 to have it twice a day, but it's getting louder. It totally just got louder, didn't it? God damn it.
You like wrap it up in like something. Like take the dish towel.
There must be some tricks that people have done in the past to quiet those things. Google getting an air pump to shut the fuck up.
Hey.
What?
Just got invited for a fucking interview.
Yeah. That's more like it.
Oh, you should apply to the other ones.
Ooh, did you sign up for the open?
No.
I did. Also, babe, there's a draft, there's an intramural. Did you hear about this?
What does that mean?
So there's an article that Leslie posted, but they're doing teams like an inter-gym competition.
Okay.
And let's see, it's Matt, Meryl, Karina, and Rocky are team captains.
Oh, okay. So I could
So you
join Matt's team or something?
Well, I think what they're doing. What do they say? They're doing the draft. You have to be officially registered by this Saturday. Oh, people are going to be assigned to teams evenly via the draft on Saturday. Yeah.
How to silence Corium air pump. How to make air pump shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Really terrible.
Hello guys, welcome to our trip times today. I'm going to show you how to
You got a dope aquarium room, man.
I'm going to curse them, I'm going to show you how to silence a forever annoying air pumps that we get. Ones like this, typically this is a Tetra Tech, and you will get bits of this pump rattling against the side of the wall, or the cable will rattle against some piece of furniture. And god damn it, these things are so annoying. So this little trick I'm going to show you works for all little pumps like this. This is one from my daughter's goldfish tub upstairs. It sits in a cupboard. We put it in there to try and silence it a little bit, and it's like rattle like this constantly inside, and we can hear it, and it's so annoying. So today I'm going to show you how to silence these little pumps for good. I don't mean cut the cable. This is something I learned a long time ago when I lived in Scotland. I used to have loads and loads of tanks in my room when I was a kid.
Oh my god. The
The
room is just, it just has fish tanks in it, that's all it is. So how do you have more fish tanks?
What you're going to need is some duct tape, you're going to need a pair of scissors, you're going to need your pump obviously, and you're going to need a jar or a vessel that is, where the lid is wider than the pump itself. Okay, so let me just hold this up for you so you can see.
Uh-huh.
And we want the pump to go into the jar like this, you see.
Uh-huh.
What I'm going to do now though is I'm going to strap it to my chest just so it's easier for me to use both hands. Okay, so now I'm hands free. Let's get right into this. You have your jar, you have your pump. And what you want to do, right, is you put your jar into your pump. Did I just see you? You want to put your pump into your jar.
I love this guy.
Duct tape, and we're going to cover the quarter of this area here with the duct tape.
Okay.
Duct tape of life. You know, I've always called it duck tape, and it turns out it's actually called duck tape.
Oh shit. Oh no!
What'd you do?
I was trying to turn the color back on, and I minimized it. So
You fucked it up.
I fucked it up.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put our tape across the corner of the jar like this, make sure it's nice and stuck down.
Yes.
Give it a cut.
Give it a cut.
Right? And then the next part, what we're going to do is we're going to lift. We're turning our little pump so it's facing this way, just so you can see. And the aim of this is to get the pump off the base of the jar.
It's getting louder now.
Like this. Okay, so it's not rattling against nothing.
We're gonna need an emergency jar pump thingy.
Then we're going to need.
Just put it in a little mason jar.
Oh, we got tons of those.
Yeah.
And if you do this correctly, guys, you'll get a look at your butt. American viewers will be like, what was it about these phones, man? Oh, the guy just do that. Rip a waste of self-tape here. Can't touch this stuff. It's so sticky. So sticky. But it's, this tape is much, much better than other tapes I've used to do the same thing. It seems to hold together much more easily than other stuff, right? So this is what you're looking for here, and then we're going to put another piece of tape on this top. It shouldn't be too hard to do. The thing is you're strapped to my chest. Alright? It's so sticky. Right, so you want the pump to be suspended off the bottom and not touching the glass. Alright, so we're going to put that like this. Come on, lift up. Do you see that? Then we're going to bend the cable over so it goes over the first piece. So it goes over the first piece of duct tape. This is what's going to hold the pump in place and suspend it. Let's say suspenders, let's say suspended. Let's make sure that's grabbed here.
Oh man.
See a hole in there, and there, the wee bit wiggle. So make sure it's not touching the sides. Look inside, make sure none of the feet sides are touching the sides. And then you put that tape on. I think it's worked out because it traps, it actually traps the sound of air. It has basically like a dampening effect with the air inside, so it doesn't sound so loud. So this 100% works. I have tried this with other tapes and it doesn't seem to have the same effect as duct tape does, so there's something to do with duct tape. Give it a few more bits. And it's okay if there's tiny air cuts, right? Because you want this for your wee pump so we get some air to breathe. You don't want to fill it, make it overdo, etc. Alright? So that's almost good, I think. All I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen it just a little bit. I'm going to put this duct tape across the other way, opposite direction. So, sure that there's no way for me to really show you this working. I'll plug it in so you can hear if it makes any noise at all. And you could probably, just to give it a little bit more extra security, put more duct tape around. But this here, I don't think I would do that. Duct tape is pretty good sealer. So there you have it. This is how you use silence on air pump. See inside here, it's wobbly, wiggle, wiggle. It's not touching anything. What's also important here, guys, is that you don't pull your air tube through too far because you can't take it in the bottom here. Right, so we're just going to go over here, just plug it in, and hopefully first time it won't make any kind of noise. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And that is actually on. I don't know if you guys can hear that. You can just hear the air quality in the air, but it's much, much, much quieter than it was before. And that is it plugged in. If I turn it to one side, you might hear that. So that is how you silence a little air pump. If you have one of these in your bedroom or living room, you will find this particularly useful. Okay?
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
See if this works. Should I talk, I guess, Scotsman, while I do this?
I don't know.
You doubt my abilities. Okay. Moving on.
That was pretty good.
Oh, this won't fit in the jar, babe.
Ah!
Oh, and you know what? It's not even the pump. I think it's the rock.
Huh?
I think it's the rock.
A rock.
The air rock.
Like against the bottom of the tank?
Or it's the pump. Oh well, the tube is crimped anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the sound's coming from over here.
Yeah. So.
Not from here. So it must have something to do with the. And maybe it's the bubbles because they're going inside of the pump, the water pump.
That's better.
Yeah, I think it might be it might be causing the water pump to make noise. Well, the solution wasn't going to work anyway. God damn it.
Well. What do you do now?
Could get a smaller air stone, I guess. Could run it lengthwise in the middle. Could put it in that corner. I was thinking about just sticking it underneath the Kremlin since the fish probably won't go inside of it anyway.
Well, I think the shear does.
Sure, it does go in there. But I was like plotting some kind of effect with the skull. You know,
Have it like bubbling up.
bubbling up behind the skull. Yeah. Cher is now on top of the air rock.
Oh gosh. It's huge.
Yeah. Right? I was interested in getting one where the bubbles would go across the bar. You know, we'd get a screen. Oh, jeez. What the fuck? What is that noise? Is that really...
It's like the air pump or something.
Oh, yeah, there it goes.
So what, is it the filter then?
It is the water pump.
Okay.
Yeah, a bunch of water just... Oh, maybe you were right. That water wasn't pumping through it. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because look how wilted everything is now. Unless you were like
Well,
messing with it.
I might need you to fix it. Okay, so here's the dilemma with the airstone. See here how, like,
See?
the stone, like, the air will come, like, in the middle of the stone or the end of the stone. But as soon as the angle is, like, the center level, it won't. Let me turn up the pump. Better illustrate this.
Look, but now they've got stuff in again.
Wait, what?
Look, now there's stuff going again. That was the issue. That was the whole issue, babe. The pump had stopped working. They were totally fine until the pump stopped working and there was no air coming through anymore.
Well, the pump stopped working because air was collecting inside the pump from this.
No, there was no air coming. There was no bubbles coming out of that. When I left, that was not happening.
But the pump, but I told you before I left, I took the tube out
and it was going.
and it was going.
Okay, so what's making the noise now from the pump?
I don't know. Yeah, that is the pump, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, the pump may just kind of got a little busted from that whole ordeal of being exposed to
air?
To air. Or maybe resetting it will help. All the fish like kind of pause. Like, is party over? God damn it. Oh, that's right. I turned the air pump up. It's low. Okay.
Turn the air pump off.
Yeah, that's normal for the water pump.
So that's the issue.
Yeah, it really
the
is.
excess air fucks it up.
Yes, combined with the air pump sucking.
I mean, why do we have to get such a big one? Like, I thought there were some small ones.
There are small ones.
Because I feel like
Oh,
that
that's
plus that will be fine. Because that's putting water and oxygen into it.
Yeah, and the bubbles, the small one would probably look a bit better. I would cut it, but
the tube runs through the length of it,
Yeah.
the inner tube to it, and you then have to cap it at the end.
Yeah.
So
So just return it and get another one. Exchange it.
yeah, it was only $5 anyway. Yeah,
Well, I mean, exchange it.
it was actually
There's no reason to hold on to that.
yeah, it was a little short-sighted of me.
Well, let's take it out so Cicla doesn't claim it.
Do you want me to show you what it looks like inside the planter box?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, why? Why?
No, just in case you wanted it that way.
Yeah, just tell me what I need to get and I can do it tomorrow.
Just get an air stone.
Just get a smaller air stone? Okay. I can complete. Okay.
I mean, the thing is that depending on it, well, okay, so here's the thing. We definitely are not going to have the airstone in the corner there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So then the question is even if we got a smaller one, where would we put it anyway?
Over in that corner?
In that corner? Okay. So then if that's the case, then it'll still fit under the gravel in that corner.
That thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the tank is 11 inches wide and the bar is 12 inches, so it will be at a bit of an angle, but it's still covered by the gravel anyway.
Oh, you mean it would be like this?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I think it would still probably express from underneath the gravel.
Okay.
You know, which there's a little hole for bubbles to come out of, and if it really fills up with air, then it will also bubble out of the entrance.
Yeah, that'll be pretty dope.
Yeah, will look good.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, we'll do that.
Yeah, I don't know how good some of these lettuces turning out, babe.
Yeah, we'll go on there.
Yeah.
I think it's just like the signs of overwatering. Or what?
I haven't made them
And this is what you want to do.
yet. I know. I mean, cilantro's doing great. I almost got cilantro today. But I'm like, no.
We don't have time for you to buy some cilantro. We want ours to grow for a bit first.
No, I know. I'll do some research. I'll figure it out.
I'm sure it ends up being a whole cilantro bed and we're just growing cilantro, we'd still end up using it all in phases and growth, you know. So,
Well, I am feeling a lot better now that I've eaten. Still have a little bit of a headache,
yeah.
but I'm gonna finish the rest of that water. I think I should be fine then, like a half an hour, right?
Hopefully, yeah.
And I mean, the workout, like, isn't like I'm doing burpees. Just lifting.
Yeah. You've already done the workout. What weight did you do the 6 minutes on that?
It was 6:43.
Uh-huh.
And it's 70.
Okay. So, what Becky told us is that if you finish it in under 8 minutes and 30 seconds, then you are complete. I did it at 9:30, and Becky said like you were working on it. So that
Yeah.
was, I did it at 75.
I almost
You
want
could
to.
do it heavier than I did.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I could even do. I kind of want to try the 105.
That would be too much.
Why?
That's how much of a percentage jump is that? And that's
Yeah.
the same question that Leslie asked.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is that those first ones, I was really timid, and I probably could have done more at that time. And the last time I was doing power clean, me and Meryl had a partner workout where we were doing 95 for power cleans, and both of us were like, we could have done more. And like, I did 3, no problem. So, you know, if I could, I mean, it's 30 though, right?
It's 30 hang power cleans and then 15.
Hang power cleans?
Yeah.
Ooh, that changes things. I don't know that I could do 30 hangs.
How are those? Those aren't harder than taking it from the ground.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, that's way easier. But,
With a heavier weight? Because
I
you
guess
can get
not.
your legs more in it then.
Right. Well, I think just with my posture issues generally, like.
Because I've noticed that even with your heavy cleans, like you're not jumping it. Like you're using more of your upper body. You're like the bodybuilder.
No, I do. Well, I think for that workout, I wasn't really getting on my toes.
Yeah.
Maybe as much, but I do. I mean, I was doing that today. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I might try like 85 or 95. Yeah, well. On the other hand, that was 10 minutes. And I can do 105, 45, the deadlifts in like a minute and a half.
Should be doing 3 sets of 15.
So
If you gas yourself doing all the deadlifts in a minute, then
2 minutes then.
yeah.
Even then, that's then 8 minutes to do, you know,
45 minutes.
I mean, and even if I then was, well, let's see. Part of me wants to try it and fail, and not reach the time cap,
Sure.
but like do it, you know.
And that's fine for you to do right now. Okay. We have time for us to do the grasses real quick.
Okay.
Probably. No?
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, if not, then I mean they can like float there for a night. It's not gonna
Let me get dressed,
be a huge deal. Okay.
and then I'll come back.
Okay. Yes, you did. It's a little frustrating that 2 hours later, I'm still sitting at my fish tank. I'm talking to myself.
Can you put the yogurt away?
Yeah. I mean, I think I really just feel tired because I'm hungry, babe.
Well, then eat.
I think I need to just eat. Oh, man. Oh, did you get bananas?
Huh?
You didn't get bananas, did you?
I did.
Oh, thank you.
Because I am the best girlfriend slash partner slash fiance slash whatever ever.
Yes, you are. Did you?
I really here.
Did
go
you get grits?
Let's put those away. No, I didn't.
You didn't get grits. Okay.
Because I was in Safeway and I was trying to get exotic by it.
Okay.
Also, I really struggled picking out yogurt flavors.
Well, then you did a good job.
I got strawberry, pomegranate, raspberry, and lemon. I got some plains.
Okay.
So that we can make more dressing later. Literally, like I stood here. Put those on. Yeah, put those alone. I stood in front of it and stressed for like
So in front of the yogurt.
instead of yogurt.
Stressed.
Yeah. And I was talking to Bridget. I was like, Bridget, what do I do? Here, hold on.
Well, let's put this.
Oh, do you want to cook this?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just that's stuff for chili. Here's manners. I try to get the green ones.
Cool.
Really good. And then I got more of the of the nut butters. Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Because I really like them.
How much were those?
They were $1.50
Each.
each.
Oh. That's crazy.
Yeah. But it's like these are like just
really
the,
like them.
those are the same, you
It's
know.
like the same price for the same deal.
For the, yeah, exactly.
They're just smaller. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have the same.
Proportionally. Yeah. They have the same nutritional value.
They have about the same. I mean, those are 210 calories, 200 or 210 depending on the flavor. This is 190.
Oh. Oh, let's fucking get more nut butters then.
Let's just look at this. Hold on.
Good. I'm totally fine with eating nut butters instead of RX bars.
It has more fat.
Turn the heat. It's cold in here.
It has more fat, less carbs, and less protein.
More fat, less carbs, and less protein.
But like 7 grams of carbs versus 23 in here.
Okay.
And then 9 versus 12 grams of protein. And 15 versus 9 grams of fat. So for me, when I'm trying to limit carbs, this is like having this with a protein shake.
Yeah. It's definitely better.
Is definitely better than eating one of these.
Yeah.
And I think if I keep my breakfasts like I have been, I only have I have barely any carbs for breakfast basically. So I can eat one of these for a snack and be fine because I do then need some carbohydrates.
Yeah.
And then have this and another protein shake for this one's vanilla almond. There was a honey cinnamon, but they were out. And I didn't really know how I felt about that. If they had had them, I would have tried one, but
Okay.
so I feel really good about our snack game, babe.
Okay, good. Yeah, well, I measured out an ounce of the nuts.
Yeah. It was like 4 nuts.
More than that. Less than 20.
Less than 20.
Okay, I'm going to start just cooking the turkey now, I think.
Yeah, totally. This is what we'll need for
And once the turkey is cooked, I can just throw the quinoa and the paste and whatnot right into it. Right?
Put the quinoa, the paste, and then you do half a cup of water that's boiled with half of these.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And then yeah. Do you want to do this?
Sure.
Or do you want to just eat? We can do it whenever.
I think
I think you need to eat.
I need to eat, and I might just even just put that off to tomorrow.
Okay.
You know.
Hi, Cubby. Or do you want to take it in his boy for a walk? He got a really abbreviated walk today.
Oh, he did. Yes, because of the rain.
Because of the rain.
Yes. Well, Franks is coming into the rescue here because I think I was.
Good. Look how cute his face is.
Yes. He's a dog. He's a dog. Hey, dog. I'm sorry, Pep. I haven't actually given you a whole lot of attention since the fish crisis today.
Would you like a fish snack? Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm a little demoralized over the reality that, like, I sat in front of that fish tank for 2 hours. Like, it's been 2 hours. Like, I started this thing as soon as I started working on the fish tank.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Right now,
And it would have been more productive for me to stop and eat.
Well, we've learned a lesson.
We've learned this.
Both of us. But even when you're stressed out and don't feel hungry, you should still eat. Make yourself do it. 'Cause
Yeah,
you'll regret
treat
it.
stress like hunger.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Like, I sat here, I kept putting the timer on, being like, okay, you're going to not think about it for 10 minutes.
Think about what?
About what was going on.
Oh, yeah. But you could have eaten instead.
But I absolutely did.
Oh, you did eat. Oh, you thought about it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing that Cub ate once.
Yeah.
And then wouldn't throw up. No, Cubby. Right.
I'll let him lick this. So he'll think it's over. It's been consumed.
And he dressed it.
He's trusted it. Yeah.
Well, I bought.
Have fun. What?
My Sibley book
Yes.
to use. And
The students looked at it. You mean
students looked at it and the drawing birds. They got really excited with that.
the bird drawings?
The
Yeah.
bird drawings, yeah. Because that book, like, it really takes you through, and I think they were really surprised by, like, oh yeah, this does kind of look like a bird, and oh, like, I can do that.
Yeah, and
So-
like bird drawings are not actually the kind of thing that you would see coming by on Facebook or Snapchat or anything like that.
Yeah.
It really isn't, and so I think probably for a number of them, it's the first time that they really got to see like that many of them, like,
Right.
in one sitting. Yeah.
Right, and I think they were, a couple of them afterwards were like, oh, like, can you leave that up there? Like, I want to keep looking at it, and really, Kevin? So, yeah.
This is in your PowerPoint, or with the
No,
Shidley?
no, we should have one of those little projector things so you can see what you're writing. Which I really hoping
Yeah.
she had, because there just wasn't a good way to do that in PowerPoint.
And basically all the classrooms I've been so far have one of those.
Yeah.
I think that's now standard issue.
Well, and it's a lot better than it used to be, with those big, massive things. It's almost
Yeah,
like
it's just a black and white projector. Yeah,
it's almost like a little desk lamp that then will do it.
that's right.
So that was pretty cool.
And that ends up saving huge teacher time because you no longer have to make laminates
Right.
of shit.
Right.
It's just like
Yeah, so I just had
super
like,
fucking
the
stupid.
book, and then was doing it with them,
Yeah,
right in front.
yeah.
And I had done one before, which actually isn't half bad. Beak is a little messed up, but
Oh wow, yeah, no, that's great. That's
Yeah.
great because it's totally
yeah. And so the one I was doing was with like a freaking like marker, so was
Oh, wow.
I don't know where it is
There's
in
more
here.
gritty than that.
Here. So it's kind of
It's a
terrible.
little more gritty.
But I'm like trying to do it like this, and like
No, I know. It's under the pressure of
Yeah.
all those gazing eyes.
so.
Yeah.
But then was like, and this. I showed them like this is, this still has the things that we're talking about, and babe, no.
Oh well, okay. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
Go to your workout. 5:14.
What?
It's 5:14.
Okay.
You got 15 minutes.
Do I need anything for my gym bag today?
I don't know. You're just doing sumo deadlifts with a band.
I don't think I really need my shoes for that.
No. I don't think you necessarily want your shoes for that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And I don't really think I need my tape for anything.
There, you want to inspect the turkey again?
I mean,
You do, don't you? You want to know?
that's much better.
Right. Okay, cool. Thank you. I feel nervous about sticking the raw meat spatula into there, so I'm just going to...
Okay, except I do that all the time, so.
It's so gross. It's really gross.
So, babe, just before
This is from like
before
industrial farms and shit, babe.
before you put that down, babe, recall that this already has Italian seasoning on it.
Uh-huh. That doesn't mean anything to me, because when they say, like, I don't see seasoning, I am highly skeptical
You're in
that
charge.
this will
Do
taste
whatever
like
you want.
anything.
Do whatever you want.
Okay.
I believe in you.
I'm putting chili on it.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it back anyways. You never know.
I have no faith in the turkey industrial establishment to properly season their meat.
I'm gonna go sweat, Pippin. Hopefully your father will take you on a walk.
Be awesome? No. Except for that.
Take you on like at least a 2-block walk.
No.
Because we basically made it to the edge of the 2-block and it started morning.
Well, that's...
It's like nothing.
He'll live.
No.
He'll be fine.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm making dinner. All my efforts going into standing up straight. That's my excuse. That's the latest one I have, I guess. You know, you used to only get 1-block walks from me, basically.
From you?
Yeah.
That's when he was injured.
No, even after he was injured.
No, I know, but after he was injured, that's when I started taking him on longer walks.
And you would walk him every day after I walk him for 1 block.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm gonna give him a bone. I love you.
Yes, I will eat.
I do love him too. I just I really feel like laying down in bed right now. But I'm gonna make dinner anyway.
Lay down and snuggle with him.
Sounds good.
Okay, I love you, Pippin.
Cheers.
Oh. Lord help me. Oh man. On this knife, I don't know. Won't risk it. God. Struggle bus. All this struggle has to do with nutrition. It's not enough to not eat bad food. It's not enough to not eat good food. I mean, it's not enough to eat good food. You have to eat good food all the time, throughout the day. Otherwise, you get an energy crash. You get an energy crash, and you feel like doing stupid stuff.
this was full of chlorine water. Knowing Sierra, she would fully believe that just microwaving this is just fine. In terms of sanitizing it, the old me would be like, ooh, pretty gross. Post-germ anxiety, though. Not that worried. Alright. Okay. Oh! Dang it. Usually this works okay. Where I can just get the top off and kind of shake the seeds out. This time around it didn't work. Okay. One more time. Bouillon cube. Here we go. Bouillon cube. There's bouillon. Bouillon. Wow. It's a little more than half right there. Maybe just slice off a little bit more. Ooh. A little more. Okay. That, I think, I want to taste it. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I like that. It's like chickeny Old Bay. Okay. Oh, ow. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I think she said fill that up. I could be wrong. It's possible I made a horrible mistake. Alright. Cutting this open. Which way is up, which way is down? Okay. So here's the thing, it's like, I feel so tired right now that I don't even think I feel like playing a video game. Even if I could just sit at the computer and do nothing, I don't think I'd even want to do that right now. So here I am, instead doing something. Which, now that I'm actually thinking about it, this is actually kind of uncharacteristic of me. this is definitely the point where I would start probably giving up. And pray to God I would get another boost of energy and feel okay with being here and doing this. But even though I'm not exactly having the most fun in the world, it is starting to become fun. Now it's fun. Whoa, that's nice. And that has to do with eating the food that I just ate, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Yeah. It's not like some empty hope that I have about whether or not my usual struggle psychology starts turning into much more sustainable, continuously positive psychology as a result of living transparently and without constantly living through cycles of self-judgment and analysis. Let's put the quinoa in the pan. Yes. Tiara probably did not intend for me to put all of this in here. So luckily, not all of it made it in. But I think her eye will be rolling with how much quinoa made it in here. I don't know. There's more turkey than quinoa. Here I am, kind of whatevering, worrying, self-judging, referential, self-referencing bullshit. Let's pour the broth in, because who cares? Okay, we're not going to put all of it in. I'm going to put in some. That was most of it, but not all of it. And hope that the quinoa absorbs a fair amount of this. It's possible I really just failed at this completely. Oh man, yeah, that's pretty watery. There's a lot of water here. God damn. Maybe she said 2 cups. Well, 2 cups is basically full, and 2 cups is what I just put in here. So I put in maybe 1 3/4. So okay, the quinoa is absorbing a fair amount. See how much the meat and the paste, tomato paste, absorbs. I can maybe add more quinoa. Yeah, that could be the saving grace of the situation. Let's add the rest of the quinoa. Oh, man. We got this. Keep moving. Keep moving. Okay, there we go. That is the, oh shoot, the focus of the camera's messed up again. That is the stuffing for bell peppers to go in the oven. So we have 8 bell pepper halves. It's looking pretty watery in there. Try not to freak out too much about it. Let's hear and I will watch some Lord of the Rings tonight, because that'll make her happy. And maybe it'll make me happy too. We can fit all of it in there. I think, I hope it'll all fit. I hope it'll all fit, all the bell pepper halves. All the bell pepper halves for myself and my love. We have only the peppers between us. Just cut this in half. We have only the peppers between us. Between us is the day. Between us is our home. We go over and over and under the day. Under the day. Okay. Row 2. May not all fit. Maybe 2 pans. I don't want 2 pans. I may have been in this situation before where I fucking tried fitting it all in one pan. Biggest pan. Biggest Pyrex. Did not work. Did not work. Of course, I am realizing now that I never washed my hands with the fish tank water. Great mindfulness, Mr. Ware. Wonderful, wonderful mindfulness. Well, that's okay, because this is going to get baked anyway. Yeah.
going to make it work. They're going to fit. These peppers are going to fit, goddammit. It's going to work. It's going to work. We got only 2 more halves. 2 more halves. Do, 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 do. The mind takes us... Wait, no, there was another tonality I had for it. The mind takes us on a journey. Journey through concept land. The mind takes us on a journey. A journey to all ages. The mind is a journey of memory, fantasy, and lore. Yeah. Alright. Come on. I do what I want. I do what I want. I do what I feel. Do what I feel. Feel. Do what I feel. Do what I feel. I feel my way through. Feel my way through. Yes. Yes. They all fit. They all fit. They fit. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh man. Okay. I think. Alright, I did it. I think I did it. I think I saved dinner. I may have put too much quinoa in again, which is something I did before, but there is not too much water.
Tara will be back in almost an hour. See you upstairs.